What's good, man? Welcome back to Jail Rich Trades and Stocks. We spilling all the info that they don't want you to know. And in today's video, I ain't gonna be keeping y'all here with me for too long. I just want to put some things on y'all radar so y'all can bankroll like me and Jail Rich Trades in the stock market this week. I also want to give y'all some specific spot analysis and some things that y'all need to keep in y'all mind and in y'all trading habits to be able to stay profitable in this volatile market that we in. You did what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's get into the money on. And before we get into today's video, man, I do want to give a special shout out to the Discord. As y'all can see, everybody bankrolled last week, especially on Friday, man. Even some newcomers in this chat. Shout out Reform Mars, man. Tricky always in with us, man. B-Dot Snipe. Amazon puts off this signal. He is seeing like 120% in like 15, 20 minutes. You did what I'm saying? So everybody is catching the point. If you do want to join the private trading Discord, man, we got books, vocab, educational videos, day trades, and long holds. The Earn With Us tab is where I drop all of my signals at. You understand what I'm saying? We had a morning watch list and all of my reasoning as to why I'm getting into certain plays. So if y'all do want to join, link is in the description, man. But let's get into the money. So before we get into the charts, I do want to reiterate we are in a very news-driven market. You understand what I'm saying? And what does this mean? This means every time that Trump says something about tariffs or tweets the wrong thing, or we have a Fed speaker speaking, any type of news, man, we've been in the type of market where the news is the catalyst to why the market is either running up or running down. You understand what I'm saying? With heavy momentum. So with this being said, I do want to make sure that y'all keep marketwatch.com on y'all radar. This is where you can find all the economic reports, Fed speaker meetings, consumer data scheduling. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is where you find all of that week to week. But I am gonna put on y'all radar, we have a Fed governor speaking at 10:30 a.m. on Monday. I don't know if that's gonna move the market too much because I've actually never seen this Adriana Kugler lady. I've never seen her name before. Then we got consumer credit at 3 p.m. but we should be good on Monday. I just say don't stay in the trade. I'm not going to be in the trade at 10:30 a.m. I'm gonna see how the market reacts to it first. And then Tuesday, nothing really on the schedule. Wednesday, we have a FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. Make sure y'all being very careful moving into that. Thursday, we have a lot going on in the morning time, so this might be a day to go light. You understand what I'm saying? We have initial jobless claims, consumer price index, CPI, and then a lot of Fed speakers speaking at 10 o'clock and 12 p.m. I might not even touch the charts of that day, man. And then Friday, we have more CPI data or PPI data that comes out an hour before market opens, so we should be clear on Friday, man. Now, moving into the charts, man, this is where the money lies. Always remember the money is in the charts. And oh my goodness, my nose keep messing with me. Hold on. There we go. Woo. But all right. Looking at ticker symbol SPY, man, and if you don't know, I'm gonna reiterate, ticker symbol SPY is the following of the stock market as a whole, man. This is the ETF that is built up of the biggest makers of the stock market, the Apples, NVDAs, Teslas, you name it, biggest consumer stocks like Walmart, Nike, etc. So with that being said, man, I want to put this on a daily chart to show y'all how much we've really been falling off. From the all-time high of 611, we have passed the correction zone that I was talking about in last week, how we held up, and I would see if SPY wanted to hold this support, which it didn't, man. As soon as it broke it, we was playing puts in the chat, and that's why we bankrolled. So I want to make sure that y'all are paying attention and taking heed to what I'm saying, because I don't just be talking in these videos, you understand what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. As y'all can see, we're past the 10% correction zone now, man. We are back down to the lowest of levels we've been at since April of last year, a year ago. You understand what I'm saying? And if you take a look on the RSI, this is the most oversold we've been in a minute. And looking at the RSI, man, every time we even get almost oversold, what happens? We have a minor pop up, as you can see. Boom, market runs down, gets oversold, pops up. And this is the RSI, the relative strength indicator. If you don't have that on y'all trading charts, man, please put that up there. So moving into this week, I'm kind of looking at ticker symbol SPY, the stock market as a whole, from an unbiased standpoint while I'm day trading. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, we can keep bleeding, but at the same time, I don't want to rush into puts after we done had, we went from 563 to 505. This is a $60 move down within a couple of days because of what? Again, Trump's tariff news, man. But we have already got Liberation Day out the way. Excuse me. This was on Wednesday of last week when y'all can see. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the 15 minutes so y'all can see how we dropped off in the after hours from his little speech and then him imposing his tariffs. I don't know why my trading view is taking longer to load. Refresh this. All right, so y'all see how we started selling off crazy. The market was pump faking. We had the fake little run-ups last week, only for the sellers to wipe it out as soon as he impose the tariffs. You understand what I'm saying? So the market did not react good to this news. I do have the key level of $500 on my chart, man. Bear with me because I do kind of have a lot going on. Under this $500 level, man, say we just keep selling off, you feel me? The sellers are still imbalanced versus the buyers, man. I am looking at the target profit of $495 and $490. You understand what I'm saying? That's the net support zones under 503 to this 500 range. But like I said, if we do have a bounce up from this key psychological level, I will look at SPY to at least come up, run up, and fill this imbalance at 528. If we can't make it all the way up there, man, I'll look for minor reactions at 515 and 521. It just depends on how much momentum we're moving with, because again, we did fall off super heavy last week. Now, as for my 3 favorite setups for this video, man, I want to take a look at ticker symbol NVDA. And man, I was married to this junk last year, man. The bull run on NVIDIA was crazy, but I want to show y'all this on a daily time frame right quick. Where again, the lowest we have been, and we finally broken this key $100 support that it couldn't really test under or break and hold under since, when was this? July of 2024, man. And before that, y'all see that was the resistance. So that was only the retest in the bull market, only for it to pop right back up. Now we're kind of moving into a bear market. And again, we held under this key $100 level. So if we can move under this $90 level and keep putting pressure on the lows, man, I'm definitely watching put options on NVIDIA, man, to at least down to this $82 level to 74 is forcing it for this week, unless this joint just keep bleeding. And again, we're already dang near oversold on the RSI, but with NVIDIA, man, I feel like we can definitely have more room to the downside since we just broke this key psychological level. And it's sad to say, but NVIDIA has been very weak in the ultra grand scheme of things, man. Look how this thing has been chopping around. Even when the SPY was making new highs, it's just been chopping to the downside. And now we finally started this sell-off, so I am looking for more sell-off pressure on NVIDIA, man. I'm not going to be playing it too fast, rushing into anything. I am going to look, if we do have a minor cool off, I'm going to look for a retrace and a retrace and reject of this $96 level, man, and then $99 to $100 level. If we feel that imbalance, it can get slammed off of this 15-minute 200 EMA. That'll be beautiful and a better entry. Let me put Apple on y'all jaunt right quick, man. Ticker symbol AAPL. And the reason I like this one is, again, let's turn this on the daily for confirmation. Y'all see this candle? Let me teach y'all something real quick. This candle right here, y'all see how it has a long body wick above, and then this strong big body on the candle where the sellers are at, man, and the selling momentum, the selling volume is up. What does that mean, man? This type of candle is called a shooting star candle. Whenever you see a candle, hold on, it's like this. Wham, 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 wham. Big body. That is called a shooting star candle, and that is a bearish sign. So as I'm hiding this again, man. Oh, shoot. Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. What the hell? What the hell? Oh no, man. Why is it not letting me delete this shit? Alright, there we go. Alright, wham, bam. And Apple had bad news due to what? Specifically, Apple didn't have bad news, but the fact that the trade war is how do I say it? The tensions in the trade wars, man, between us and China are steadily increasing, and Apple has a lot to do with China. That's like the main people, the main country it does business with. So with that being said, man, under this 186, which was the low of the day, and this key support area that we have held in the past, man, I want y'all to look out for put options, because we just got flipped upside down on Apple, man, and I don't think the run is done yet. You understand what I'm saying? We might see a little fake out to the upside, but yeah, I'm mostly bearish on Apple and Intel. Now, Intel, I do like to the upside, and I'm gonna show y'all why, man. As y'all can see, wham, bam. I'm gonna unhide my drawings because I got way less drawings on this one. But ignore all of the noise on the lines, man. As y'all can see, we are close to this box that I have charted, which has been this heavy support zone, and we have been making higher lows on the daily. Y'all see how this low is higher than that low? This low is higher than these lows, and this low is higher than these lows. So if we can bounce from here and keep this higher low trend going, let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all so y'all can see the diagonal line. Wham, wham, wham. See that? If we can bounce up from here or even hold this area of support right here, I am looking at this on a dip buy. You understand what I'm saying? With a tight stop out, probably right under 18.5 or $18. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the risk to reward just makes sense. And if we go to Yahoo Finance, INTC, they did just have a good news catalyst driving it up before the tariff news drove everything in the market down, man. So this is kind of like a deal. You understand what I'm saying? It's like getting a deal on Intel right now. They did say they was partnering for a joint venture with Taiwan Semiconductors, man, to flip a sector of their business, man. So that is a good bullish news catalyst. It brings that optimism for a company that's been getting its tail whooped for the last I don't know how long. You did what I'm saying, but like I said, man, I ain't gonna keep y'all here for too long today. That's all I wanted to put on y'all radar. Make sure y'all is trading with tight stop losses, not rushing into plays and waiting for confirmation so y'all don't get bait in this volatile market, man. With that being said, hit that subscribe button. We out.